Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Wonderberry HD Plays Danganronpa. I've noticed that whenever I pause and unpause the video or whatever, it mutes the audio. So you might get a few muted beginnings like you did that one time, but I caught it this time, so hopefully it doesn't happen again. Anyway, double homicide probably, so let's address that. Taka. Damn it, why did this happen? Another hammer. Now it's just this hammer. It's 4, it's even bigger than the 4. Is that the suspicious individual responsible for killing Taka too? Toko? Don't tell me Toko too. Relax, she just passed out when she saw the blood. The blood. Oh, that's right, when Toko is Toko, she has a fear of blood. We've tried everything to get her to wake up, but no luck, just leave her be for now. It's like he said, I should just leave her alone for now.
However.
But why is it Justice Hammer 4? What do you mean? This was Justice Hammer 1, then Hifumi was just Hammer 2, but this is just Hammer 4? What happened to number 3? Oh, what's the matter? Well, now you mentioned just Hammer 3, you just reminded me. Out with you, what do you know? Something actually, Taka's not the only one that's been killed. Hifumi's dead too. What? Hey. Hifumi's been killed? Yeah. Which is why you came to get us. Then we better go check it out. Of course, come on. So Sakura, Byakuya, and I rushed out of the physics lab. Or as soon as we were out of the physics lab. Oh, Celeste, aren't you supposed to be waiting in the nurse's office? Something has come up. Yeah, I heard Hifumi is dead, right? Well, that's not all. It is gone. What's gone? It has disappeared. Disappeared? Hifumi's body has disappeared. What? What are you talking about? It's disappeared? Don't be ridiculous.
Come on.
Are you serious? What the heck is happening here? Everyone, back to the nurse's office. I practically leapt down the stairs, nearly losing my balance. I reached the nurse's office completely out of breath. I couldn't believe my eyes. Fumi's body was there just a few minutes earlier. It just disappeared? Me and Celeste went to the bathroom. We were only gone for like a minute, and then we got back.
Indeed.
This must be the work of the culprit. They must have came and carried the body away. They must really be enjoying this, enjoying the sight of us standing around frightened and confused. We're all going to die here. We're going to die just like those guys died. I don't believe this. I don't believe a body would just disappear. First there were 2 murders, and now one of the bodies has been taken. This is unnatural. Hold on, what do you mean 2 murders? Taka's been killed. We found him in the equipment room. It can't be Taka too. It can't be. It can't be. No. Hina, calm down. We're all gonna die. All of us. They're gonna kill all of us. Then who might the next target be? Toko?
What?
I really forgot she's still unconscious in the equipment room. You left her at the scene of a crime? We didn't have a choice. She passed out. She refused to wake up. So she is still unconscious? Wait, so you knew she was still up there and said nothing? Why? That annoying little insect that clings to me wherever I go? We'd better be better without her. You bastard. Calm down. You forgot about her, didn't you? You have no right to blame me. Everyone stop fighting right now. We need to hurry back. I can't take this anymore. I don't want anyone else to die. Byakuya, if something happened to Toga, I'll never forgive you. Back up the stairs. We're getting a workout in. Toko? Thank God you're okay, but right away I noticed there was something very different here. It was gone. Taka's body, which should have been right there, had disappeared. This can't be happening. Are we hallucinating all this or something? No, it's not a hallucination. I know I saw it before. What I'm seeing now isn't what I saw before.
Huh?
What are you saying? Taka disappeared too? Stop saying disappeared. They didn't just vanish into thin air. Obviously whoever did this is hidden the body. Why would they do that? I couldn't possibly begin to imagine. Anyway, our costume suspect is clearly continuing his crime spree. We gotta hurry up and catch him before he kills all of us.
Not possible.
Well, I don't think you have to worry about that, huh? Think about it. Who could possibly be responsible for the killing and hiding these dead bodies? When Hifumi's death cry went up, everyone here was together on the 3rd floor.
So.
After that, we split up into 2 groups. And now this time you all came here as a group from the nurse's office. In other words, the only 2 people who could have done this are HIRO and Kyoko, who are still missing. Hold on a second. Kyoko has an alibi for when Celeste and Fumi were attacked. There's no question that she was in the dining hall with us. You seem very adamant about defending her. Perhaps you are in love? Well, that's not it at all.
That's fine.
Well, anyway, yes, I do accept Kyoko's alibi, which means the suspicious individual we're looking for can be no other than HIRO. Which further means there will be no more murders. The regulations are very clear about that. Oh, that's right. There's a rule that you can only kill a maximum of 2 people. As long as that rule is in place, there will not be a 3rd murder if they were to break that rule. I'd mince ya without a second thought. Mince ya, grind ya, turn ya into paste. By the way, did you know that fish paste can also be referred to shellfish like shrimp or crab? I didn't. Indeed. It can be fish or crab. Shrimp or crab.
Let's see.
So since 2 people have been killed, there are no more possibility of any more. You knew that from the beginning, didn't you, Bakugo? Which means you knew Toko would never be in danger. I still meant it when I said we'd be better off without her, though. Anyway, with that in mind, you can now relax and search for the 2 missing bodies. 2 missing bodies, people have been killed and their bodies have been hidden. The only one without an alibi, the only one who could have done it is HIRO, but is he really the killer? And what about Kyoko? If she's not involved in this case, where did she go?
What?
Hey, Makoto, what's the matter? Oh, no, it's nothing, whatever. We need to find those bodies or our little narrative here can't move forward.
So then.
Very well then, let's split up and begin searching. But there is no need to be afraid. No more murders will take place during this case. I know that. I think I do, but if you're still nervous, I'll come with you. Okay, thank you. No need to thank me. Then let's get moving. Yell if you find anything. Bakugo left the equipment room, followed by the others. I have to try and find the 2 missing bodies. Is this considered investigation time? It's not. Alright, I guess I'll just start working my way down, right? Let's start with, let's start with, there aren't a lot of rooms up here. I'll start with, I guess, the back room of the art room. Oh, they're here.
Huh?
Where could 2 dead bodies disappeared to?
Damn.
We need to search for the bodies that disappeared. What happens after that? Rattle, rattle, huh? Door must be locked. That's weird. That door's not usually locked.
Huh?
Oh, they don't care the door is locked, but that door is locked. That's interesting. Alrighty. Into the rec room. Okay. And there's nothing this way, right? Oh, there's the classrooms. I guess I should check them. Nothing ever goes down in these classrooms. Like, literally nothing ever. Oh, it's Les and Makoto. Why are you staying there? We need to get to the repository, huh? You mean...
Indeed.
I found them. Fumi and Taka's bodies have been hidden in the repository. I already told Hina and Sakura we'll go on ahead. Their bodies are in the repository? What's the repository? I like, genuinely don't know. One sec, please. Map. Oh, was it the back room? The one that I was like, this door's locked? That's weird. Are the bodies here somewhere? Yeah, they're in the back room. Why was it locked earlier? Where's we go inside? Oh boy, here we go. More gruesome. That's not really as gruesome as they were just moved. 2 bodies that disappeared right here. The smell of blood made me gag. I saw before my eyes was unquestionably, unavoidably, unwavering reality, and then I heard the announcement for the second time.
A body has been discovered.
A body is...
After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
And so here we are. Without further ado, let me give you the next Monokuma file. I was going to hand them out when you found the bodies the first time, but I thought something might happen. It was really hard to resist, but it turns out I was right.
Stop talking.
End it over already. Now make sure to investigate with all your mental might and prepare the class trial.
See ya later.
See you later. Well then, now that we found the bodies, all that's left is to uncover the culprit.
What the heck?
Hold on. How can you be so calm? I mean, they're dead, you know.
That's terrible.
Dead, gone forever, they're never coming back. Awful, this is just too awful. Mia suddenly burst into tears. She clutched at Hifumi's lifeless body. Who would do this? Why?
Why?
Why? Large wet tears fell from her eyes. The tears landed on Hifumi's cheeks. If this was some kind of make-believe, that might have been Hifumi, so we might have opened his eye, but this wasn't a movie. Some whack's gonna happen. Some whack's gonna happen. Something absolutely whack's gonna happen. He's awake! This wasn't... yeah.
He's alive again?
He's alive again?
Where am I? Cold. So cold. Is winter coming?
Hifumi, wake up!
Huh? That's right. I remember now. Hope's Peak.
Come on, you gotta wake up!
I remember everything before I met you all. I met you all. Ah, the light. It's reaching out to me. Like the tail of a comet.
Hey, Hifumi! Who was it? Who attacked you? Who tried to kill you?
Who killed me? That's right. I remember their name. Yasuhiro.
His eyes closed and then they never opened again. Death for the second time. Absolute undeniable death. No matter how many more of Hina's tears splashed his face, there was no second miracle. Reality set in again. This isn't some stereotypical fantasy world. Tears can't restore a person's vitality.
Honestly.
You have no tears, do you? No blood in your veins, no calcium in your bones. At least you have your meat.
Stop talking.
You're just angry. Going out of his way to return just to leave us with those unnecessary dying words. Now this game has become exceedingly boring. He said Yasuhiro, right?
Then perhaps...
Yasuhiro Hagakori. It's the only person that he could have been referring
So,
to.
in other words,
And with that, the case is solved. Assaulting people and even killing them, killing Taga and Hifumi, and going so far to hide their body. A criminal that hides his face behind a mask and uses a bunch of giant hammers. Is that who HIRO is?
What is this?
If it's true, I can't forgive him. Nobody can ever forgive him. To kill two of our friends. Anyway, it's about time we track down the culprit in our little life or death game here. Although this time it's not as much life or death. The trial will conclude without much trouble.
Indeed.
Yes, it does look that way. It's going to begin again. We have to go through this one more time. I have to accept it. I have no choice but to go through with this to make sure everyone survives. I just have to do it. There it is. First, the better check the Monokuma file. The victims were Hifumi Yamada and Kiyotaka Ishimaru. The cause of death for each was a blow to the head. It was though they were both killed with a similar weapon. That's it?
very strange.
Yeah, it's pretty strange. We got way less information this time than before. That's no problem after all the events of this case unfolded before our very eyes. We should know more about what happened than the Monokuma file could anyway. Maybe. Something else is bothering me. Someone else had been missing for quite a while. Are you talking about Kyoko? Without a doubt, she has an alibi for when Celeste and Hifumi were attacked. But what if the killer wasn't acting alone? What if they had an accomplice? An accomplice? An accomplice? What are you doing here? Don't be rude. I'm here to answer your question. What question? You're talking about accomplices, right? I'm pretty sure I explained it before, didn't I, during the first class trial?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
In other words,
So basically, you can be an accomplice if you want, but there's no gratification in it. So are you saying nobody worked together this time either? Sorry, I can't answer that. It would obstruct the free exchange of information between you guys. I just want to make sure you don't forget, no matter how much you might assist in a murder, only one blackened can graduate, and accomplice gets nothing.
In other words,
Then we only need to figure out who that one blackened is that did the killing, right? Just like normal?
well,
Okay, let me make this opportunity to clarify the whole shebang. In this class trial, what you need to determine is the one true Blackened who devised the murder plot and put it into action. The true Blackened, so just one person. That's enough for explainifying. Now it's time for the final battle between all of you and the Blackened. Good luck to all the contestants. There can be only one Blackened and accomplice wouldn't benefit, then I can't see any way Kyoko would be connected to this case after all. You may be right. If that's true, Kyoko, where are you?
However,
As long as she's not connected to the case, doesn't matter. Let's get back to the investigation. I have absolutely no doubt that HIRO is responsible, but for the time being, I suppose it can't hurt to pursue further information. Don't you think we should consider a certain someone as a suspect just in case? I'm talking about the murderous fiend, Genocide Jack. What? I'm offended. Yeah? When did you... I've been looking all over you, Master. When I woke up, you were nowhere to be found. Anyway, you there, milk sack swimmer girl. Milk sack? Why do I gotta be a suspect? Well, I mean, you are a serial killer. So what? I'm like a special guest suspect every time. I have an alibi, She's right about that. When we heard Fumi's scream, she was with me. And when the body disappeared, she was still lying unconscious in the equipment room. Plus, Taka's body aside, I can't imagine any way she would have been able to move with Fumi's body.
Yep.
Besides, I can calculate every move I make. I'm not gonna kill someone when everyone knows what I look like. They don't call me a murderous fiend or nothing. That's not the kind of thing you should be bragging about.
Let's see.
On another topic, we should probably post a guard by the bodies like before. We can't have them disappearing again. You know I can handle that. You don't mind, do you, Hina? Sure, I'd be totally useless in the investigation anyway.
All clear now.
And that's that. Let's begin. This whole thing is so strange. All but one of us had an alibi, so figuring out who did it should be obvious, right? But maybe it's just me. But I don't think it's going to be as straightforward as it seems. Monokuma file number 3 has been added to the Truth Book Bullets Seer section. There are hammers of all different sizes hanging on the wall, though some of them are more like mallets. Mallets? Could this be the justice hammers that have been designed using these models? Either way, all the hammers have obviously seen a lot of use. They're all covered in debris and chalky stone patter. Wait, for some reason one hammer isn't dirty at all and it's wet. Did someone wash it recently? Spotless hammer. Taka will never move again. According to the Monokuma file, Taka died from a blow to the head. We just found his hammer number 4 near his body in the equipment room. Is that what he used to kill him? And there's his heart blade out under his body. The killer used this to move Taka's body. That way there wouldn't be any blood left behind while the blood was moved. Blue tarp has been added to truth bullets. Fumi's big cold body is laying on the floor. He's really big body. I mean, how on earth was the killer able to move someone so big from the nurse's office when he was discovered to here in the repository, all the way from the first floor to the third, and all that without anyone noticing? How the heck? It's no good, I just don't get it. I can't think about it later. For now, I have to finish investigating Fumi himself. If I remember correctly, Fumi's fatal injury was also a blow to the head, probably from Justice Hammer number 3, which was laying on the floor in the nurse's office. Wait, something off about his body. Why am I getting this feeling something's different? Something about Fumi's body in the nurse's office versus her body right now. That's it, his glasses. When his body was in the nerve, those glasses were covered in blood. But now they're completely clean. Does that mean someone wiped his glasses off? But who would do that and why? Fumi's glasses have been added to the truth bullets.
So.
Hey, Malaka, I've been thinking about something. It's about the repository, huh? What is it? After Fumi and Taka's body disappeared, we split up looking around, right? I was really scared, so me and Taka were stuck together. And we came right to the repository to, look around. When we got here, the repository was locked and we couldn't get inside. It was locked, and we came here as soon as the search started, so there was no way someone could beat us here. So if that's true, then who locked it, and why is it unlocked now? I wonder the same thing. The door was locked and the search of the bodies began, but now it's wide open. There might be some secret lurking in there, but I'll probably have to leave the area to figure it out. There are many aspects of this incident this time, too many to be honest. Considering that, it may be good to look back on everything that's happened. Would you like my help? Sure. Yeah, let's look back on things. This morning, only 4 of us met up in the dining hall. Hina, Kyoko, you, and myself. We waited for the others, but nobody showed up, so we decided to go look for them. It was around 8 o'clock when we began our search, and soon after we split up, Kyoko disappeared. After that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room on the 3rd floor and quickly came and got you and me. According to Celeste, she was attacked by a suspicious individual and lay unconscious for about an hour. In other words, she was attacked an hour before we found her, meaning just after 7 o'clock. Based on the picture Celeste took, we discovered her attacker was dressed in a strange costume. It was Robo Justice. It also became clear this Robo Justice had dragged Fumi away. After meeting up with Toko and Byakuya, we began searching for the costumed assailant. We found an injured Ifumi in the library on the 2nd floor. We took him down to the nurse's office on the 1st floor and resumed our search. But not long after leaving the nurse's office, based on Celeste's claims, we went back up to the 2nd floor where we split up and began searching. Then, right after that, Celeste screamed. This time she had apparently seen the subject on the 3rd floor. Hearing her screams, we quickly made our way to the 3rd floor. Celeste, what's wrong? That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him, the strange costume man. He ran up as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down to the hallway and disappeared. And then... yeah... what was that? That came from downstairs. It must have been Ifumi. He's in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back. At that point, we decided to split up into 2 groups. Celeste, Hina, and I went to back to the nurse's office. Meanwhile, you, Byakuya, and Taku pursued the suspect up on the 3rd floor. Oh, I'm talking. When we got back to the nurse's office, we found Ifumi's corpse, which is also where we heard the body discovery announcement play. I left Celeste and Hina alone and headed back to the 3rd floor.
However,
But it's not like we discovered Taka's body in the equipment room. Which Ifumi's Taka's body were discovered right around the same time, because I remember hearing the body discovery announcement play right after finding Taka. That's when I showed up and told you Byakuya and Ifumi had been killed, right? Then Yumi and Byakuya all headed back to the nurse's office, leaving behind Toko, who had fainted. But as soon as we left the physics lab, we ran to Celeste, who just arrived to tell us something very unusual. Ifumi's body had disappeared. We hurried back to the nurse's office to discover this corpse was in fact gone, and we remembered we had abandoned the unconscious Toko and rushed to the equipment room. This time Taka's body disappeared, so from there we began our search for both of the missing bodies, and after some time Celeste told us she'd found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository. And then we rediscovered the 2 bodies that had apparently vanished. And that brings us up to now. Looking back, things have certainly been very active. If you want to look back at the case again, just let me know. I'm fine anytime. Yeah, do you think HIRO really did it? I don't see how anyone could think otherwise. When the attacks and the murders had disappeared, all happened. Every one of us had an alibi. And the last thing Ifumi said when he died, yeah, he said HIRO's name.
Other words.
Then there's no room to suspect anyone else. Okay, but if he did do it, why would he hide his identity in that weird costume? Maybe he thought no matter what happened, he'd be safe as long as his face was covered, because he's a fool of the century, you see? I mean, he is kind of dumb. But you really think that's enough to explain it? I feel like there's a clue hiding in here there somewhere. And is that it? That's all that bothers you about the case? Well, no, there's a few other things. Like, why'd the killer try to hide the bodies? They probably figured that if we couldn't find the bodies, we couldn't complete our investigation. Well, that's the case. We found the bodies pretty easily, didn't we? Again, it comes back to the fact that the culprit was a moron. Is that really all there is to it? The other things that bothered me is, why'd they bother killing 2 people? What? Because all the rules says that you kill someone and get away with it, you graduate, right? So if you're the killer, your #1 priority is not getting caught. But killing 2 people means more clues, more chances you'll get found out. Hold on, perhaps. I see, so that's what that means. Is everything okay?
That's enough.
Don't talk to me as if we're friends. Huh? What's with the attitude? But you have my appreciation. Thanks to you, I might have some fun with this after all. His serious words hung in the air as he left the repository. He talked as if he'd figured something out. But if he did, would it have killed him to tell me what it was? Ooh, I didn't even think about this thing. The dolly doesn't seem to have a handle. I saw this in the art room before. I guess it's used to move statues around. It's kind of awkward, but if you bend down, it's not too hard to use. Huh, but wait. Wasn't this in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? And look at the wheel. There's a blood stain on it. So there's blood on the wheel of the dolly that was moved from the equipment room to the repository. What's the explanation for that? Repository dolly had been added to the truth bullets. Again, I don't think these monitors really matter, but I'll check it out. Money! Alright, that's it for this room. Lock it on the rock from inside. I don't see any way to lock it from the art room. The door will be locked from the inside, which makes me wonder. Hina and HIRO confirmed that the door was locked after we started looking for the missing bodies. And the door is designed so that it can only be locked from inside the repository. In other words, when Hina checked it, someone had already gone in the repository and locked the door. And when they were done, they unlocked it and left, which is why it's unlocked now. But Hina claims there was no way someone could have beaten them to the repository, so that certain someone... Repository doors matter to the truth bullets. There's gotta be a clue around here somewhere. Maybe I should check somewhere else. There are some places I already know about. First, the nurse's office where Fumi's body was found. Then the equipment room where Taka's body was found. Alright, I think something really fucky might have happened. I think, like, this is a real stretch. So the ding dong, right? We got 2 ding dongs. We got one when we found Hifumi's body, but also when they found Taka's body. And we got another when we found both bodies together. So I think, and because Hifumi's so big, I think Hifumi wasn't actually dead yet. And when we found Hifumi, the ding dong went off because they found Taka at the same time. And Hifumi carried himself up the stairs. He like walked up the stairs, but I don't know why he would have done that quite yet. Something fishy's going on here. Oh, there are the tire marks come to the pool in the middle of the room, which reminds me of the dolly in the repository. There was blood on the tire. Could the blood come from somewhere else here? Which means Taka's body was moved to the equipment room using the dolly, but rooms are on the 3rd floor, so that should definitely have been possible. But even if the dolly was used with Taka's body, what about Hifumi? Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office on the 1st floor. Even with the dolly, there's no way to get it up to the 3rd floor. That's still a total mystery. Just hammer number 4. The body was moved, but the murder weapon was just left here. I was sleeping right here when the killer carried the body away. I'm super pissed I missed such an ultimately rare event. Oh, that's tired. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before, and just recently, too. That's really all there is in this room. Alright. I don't really see anything special in this area. Alrighty, let's pull up the old Mapperoonie real quick. Wait, hold on a minute. I don't wanna, I don't know if it's telling me there's still something I have to discover in this room or what. Yeah, there's nothing in the repository, so let me just... I checked everything. We'll check the rest of the floors first. Alright. Does hammer 3, the one that was used to kill Hifumi. Someone moved the body, left the weapon behind. Here's a normal trash can. Oh wait, there's something inside. It's too small to be a handkerchief. It's a glasses cleaning cloth, and it's got some kind of cartoon character on it. Oh, it's also covered in blood.
Oh.
Oh, did you find something? Yeah, there was cleaning cloth in the trash can. A cleaning cloth, and it's all bloody. Whoever this belonged to must have used it to wipe up some blood. But who would need to do something like that? I haven't the slightest idea. Yeah, me either, but I think it might be more important. Glasses cleaning cloth has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay. I got it. Bold prediction. Someone, I can't go crazy and guess who yet, but somebody, the one that took the laptop and told Hifumi they would give it back to him if he killed Taka for them. Hifumi did it just like pretended to be hurt, not his own blood, then killed Taka, but then the person that told Hifumi to do it remembered the rule that only the actual killer gets to graduate, so they killed the one person that could accuse them of killing and killed Hifumi later. And he wiped his glasses so he could see. When he went upstairs, we saw his glasses were undone. And I'm thinking it may have been Celeste because she's the one that did all the like maneuvering around. Like, oh, you know, someone's on the 3rd floor, someone's on the 2nd floor. She said all the right things to make sure Hifumi had time to act. It's a stretch, but it's how I'm feeling right now. What are you investigating, Celeste? I'm not investigating anything precisely speaking. I'm simply going around to see if HIRO might be hiding somewhere. What about you? Oh, you know, I'm just checking this and that. The main thing on my mind is how could someone have moved Hifumi's body? How Hifumi was moved, huh? Well, and disappeared. You were supposed to be in the nurse's office, right?
Yes.
Correct.
indeed.
Tina was not feeling well, so I stayed behind and looked after her, but she seemed to be getting worse, so I took her to the bathroom. And when you got back, the body was gone. We could not have been gone for more than a minute or two, though. Yeah, Hina said the same thing. So then the killer was able to get in and move Hifumi's body in such a short amount of time? It would seem so. To carry someone up as big as Hifumi in only a couple of minutes, I can't think of it as anything less than impossible. Celeste counted and added to the truth bullets. You see, and she took Hina to the bathroom. It wasn't like Hina asked to go to the bathroom. She took Hina to the bathroom. Look, you see, there's blood packets for blood transfusions. Hifumi wasn't actually. Oh, I'm genius. Yeah, I'm definitely on to something. So this is where you were. I've been looking for you. You have? I wanted to thank you for what you did. Not that you meant to, but you ended up making this little game of ours very interesting indeed. You should go to HIRO's room. Oh, and let me give you this. Meet in the dining hall. This is the note HIRO wrote to get us all to meet up, right? You remember well. Well, the penmanship was pretty remarkable, so it left an impression.
It's all clear now.
Anyway, this makes it clear, right? This is a trap? What is? Things grow ever more exciting. What are you talking about? I've already repaid my debt. I don't owe you any more explanation. Goodbye, HIRO. Yasuhiro's message had been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. So he said to go to HIRO's room, but what's waiting for me there? I'm just gonna do it this way. Alright, not HIRO, 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 Chihiro, not HIRO, not HIRO, not HIRO, not HIRO, HIRO. The door is unlocked. I guess I can go inside, but you did say to go look. It might not be a great idea, but I'm going to take the plunge. Damn, dude's got a lot of stuff in his room. This here room, there's all kind of weird stuff in here. Where did he even get it all from? More importantly, he still hasn't turned up, which means he can't really complain if I don't get his permission to search his room, right? I think there's something in this cardboard box. There's the blueprints for something, and something made out of, it looks like cardboard, plastic, and plaster. Is this Robo Justice? And it's in HIRO's room? But wait, these blueprints, something about them bothers me. Robo Justice have the arms bend like this. Robo Justice's blueprints have been added so that the penmanship clearly doesn't add up. That's an easy spot. It's a normal bed, pretty much like the one in my room. I silently checked the bathroom. There's nothing in here. It's pretty grungy though. How's the bathroom even get this dirty? I mean, that was everything in here. Makoto, big news, big news. What's wrong? We found Kyoko. What? Is she okay? Where is she? Wait, I wasn't done. There's more big news.
Just a second.
Robo Justice showed up too. Robo Justice? It's HIRO wearing the costume. Anyway, as soon as you can, head to the pool on the 2nd floor. I think HIRO and Kyoko would turn up at the same time. Anyway, I have to head to the pool. I ran to the 2nd floor as fast as I could. Oh, they're all the way over there. Look at them all the way over there. Kyoko, and phew, man, I had the worst day. HIRO? I don't even know. I'm gonna start with Kyoko.
Right.
I found HIRO. He was jammed in the pool room locker. It looked like he was fast asleep, so I kicked him and woke him up.
Don't be mean.
I still can't believe you kicked me. You could have been a little more gentle about it, like, I don't know, caress my face or something.
What?
That's creepy. Anyway, Kyoko, where have you been all this time? You just disappeared all of a sudden without a trace.
Wow.
There was something I had to check up on. What do you mean? Never mind. I can't never mind. Never mind.
Hey.
More importantly, she says, but she does have any idea. Does she know people think she might be spying for Mastermind? First of all, HIRO, you need to explain to us why you're dressed like that.
I mean...
Oh, well, I mean, I have no idea. 1 second I was asleep. Don't even know how that happened. Then I woke up and then I was here. I don't care. Do you know do something about that costume? It pains me just to look at you. Huh? Well, I don't know what's up with this thing, but I can't actually get it off. A little help? Why would you make something that you can't take off by yourself? I didn't make this stupid freaking thing. There's a class on the back that's keeping you from getting it off. Looks pretty sturdy. I don't think you can get it off on your own. We don't really have a choice. Let's help him. Took everyone's help, but slowly we were able to get HIRO out of the suit. Took a few minutes, but eventually we got all the pieces off. Woo, free at last. Isn't it kind of weird how perfectly the suit fits HIRO?
So then...
More to the point, nobody but HIRO would be able to wear that costume. Wait, what? Hold on a second.
Honestly...
Don't bother trying to act innocent. The blueprints were in your room as well.
Is that okay?
In other words, it's obvious to everyone that you made this costume. That's true, I saw the blueprints myself. Yeah, me too.
Could it be...
Then it's obvious the one who put this costume on and went around attacking everyone was HIRO. Shall we tie him up and gag him? Good idea, we wouldn't want him killing anyone else. Tie me up? Hold on, guys, I think that's going a little far.
That's right.
He may be a suspect, but he deserves fair treatment. Yeah, I mean, attacking me? Attacking blueprints? I have no idea what you guys are talking about. You can't talk your way out of this. It's been decided, you killed them. What? Killed who? I have no idea what you're talking about. There must be a fake HIRO running around. You're the only one who could wear this costume, so who else could possibly be the costumed attacker? How do you know I'm the only one? Maybe you should try it out for yourself before you convict me. Fine, you're gonna be a jerk about it. I will, without missing a beat. He starts putting on the Robo Justice costume.
Huh. See?
Ah,
Look.
see? How lucid it is?
I mean, come on. I'm blind as a bat in here. Can't see my feet at all.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me!
And not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
That's not a very nice thing to say. I mean, it's not like I made it. I just got caught up in the moment.
Well, either way, now we know for sure, right? I mean, it seems pretty clear that nobody but HIRO could have fit into this dumb costume. Ah.
No, see, it's because you're a girl. If it was another guy, then. Makoto, go ahead. Okay. Against my will, I put the pieces of the costume and put them on. It's no good. The arm's too long. There's no way I could wear this.
Just a second.
See, I told you. It was impossible. You're absolutely right. It seems this costume was made to fit HIRO's body exactly.
But
Then there's another costume. They must have one that looks the same but fits different.
Honestly.
If you insist on this line of defense, then show us some evidence.
the heck?
Evidence? You claim there's another suit, yes? Then you must find it and show it to us. What the heck?
Just the worst.
Who cares? HIRO's the one without an alibi during this whole thing anyway.
Terrible.
Which is how we know it was him. I mean, is that really true? I have no idea what's been happening. Could someone, like, tell me? Robo Justice costumes been added to the truth bullet section.
What the heck?
If you don't tell me what's going on, how am I supposed to understand? I think I've figured out that someone's been killed, right? Hey, Makoto, who was it? Well, 2 people were killed, Taka and Hifumi. What? 2 people?
The worst.
Why are you freaking out? You did it. I did not. Wait, hold on. If those 2 are the ones that were killed,
How about that?
that's it. I know who did it.
So then,
You may as well tell us then. Taka and Hifumi were fighting over Alter Ego, right? Which means Alter Ego / and/or Chihiro must have done it. I see. That's unfortunate. Unfortunate. Stop trying to trick us. Just admit you did it, okay? I'm telling you got it all wrong. And I know that note. Note? Last night someone slipped a weird note under my door. And here's what it said. I found a hole. I found a hole. Maybe we can use it to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else. For now, let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m. The last thing I remember is going to the rec room, and then for some reason I fell asleep. The real killer probably drugged me or something.
The worst.
Not a chance. No, hold on. He could be onto something. The nurse's office does have chemicals that could do that. What, really? I told you, someone's trying to set me up. A secret massive passage, a chance to escape. Someone wrote all that to trick me. Even if that's true, you must be dumb fish to bite every piece of bait that floats in front of you. Well, if they're being trapped here so long, even if you know it's a lie, you still gotta check it, right? They preyed on my desire to get out of here. They deceived me. I still don't buy it.
Don't be mean.
Well, you should buy it. Okay, then show us that note. With pleasure. I have it right here in my pocket.
No way.
Looks like I lost it. Yeah, sure. Oh, please, you gotta believe me. I wouldn't hurt a fly. As I said before, if you want us to believe you, you must produce evidence. Can you show us the note? I have no particular issue with what you claim, but if you want us to believe you, give us a reason. Well, what the heck, for serious? Yasuhiro's account has been added to the truth bullets. Now then, shall we resume our investigation? There's no time to waste before the class trial begins. Why do we need to keep investigating? We already know who did it. Why? Why did you kill them? Tell us, Hiro. No, it's like I said.
The worst.
Was it really to get money Monokuma offered us? Yeah, that must be it. You must be totally broken, that's why. Wait, that's a false accusation. Someone please help me. Just be thinking we haven't bound and gagged you. If you have time to yell and carry on, you have time to search for your evidence, right? You're right, I need to look for the second suit in that note. Feet, don't fail me now. Guess I better get back to guard duty. I was going to ask Toko, Genocide Jack, to switch with me. But if she and Sakura got into a fight, we'd have a catastrophe on our hands. A lot of phone buzzing. One by one, everyone peeled away. Makoto, do you have a second? Huh? I want you to help me with the investigation. It looks like I got a late start on this one, so I need to make up some ground. Sure, I don't mind helping, but can you promise me something? Later, when we have time, will you tell me why you disappeared? No. To reject me so simply. Anyway, I need your help. Do you mind, do you? You don't mind, do you? Okay, thanks. Now then, shall we?
hey,
So, Makoto, first I'd like to examine the corpses. Examine the corpses? I can't believe I'm hearing that from a girl the same age as me.
correct.
Dead bodies don't lie, you know. They tell the truth far more easily than the living. Wouldn't you agree? How am I supposed to answer? Anyway, we have to hurry before the class trial begins again. Yeah, you're right. Okay, then show me where the bodies are. They're in the repository, then I guess we should head that way. You're really gonna make me, like, travel to the repository? Yeah, this way. No. This way. I am a fool. Wait, no, I'm a fool. I'm a double fool. The repository is in the art room, not the science room. I'm a double, triple axle flip fool. Right back here, Lady Kyoko. Hifumi and Taka? For a moment, Kyoko seemed to be rigid, but only for a moment.
So then,
Well then, let's get started. She crouched down and Taka on the hesitation began poking and prodding the bodies. Monokuma was files right there, killed using similar weapons. Her movements were so smooth, she was so calm. Seeing how comfortable she was actually made me feel a little more comfortable. Well, what's the verdict?
I see.
Makoto, I found something. You did? You remember the wristwatch Taka always wore on his left hand? He did? Are you so oblivious to people around you? Do you dislike other people that much? No, that's not it. You said he had a watch?
So then,
Take a look. It's broken. You can see the hands aren't moving, right? It's most likely broke when he had an encounter with his assailant. And if you notice, the hands are frozen just past 6 o'clock. So that would mean the watch broke sometime just after 6.
that's right.
But last night, Taka's watch definitely wasn't broken. Hey you, how long are you gonna keep us waiting? Taka's irritated voice pierced the air. He started to point pointedly at his wristwatch. It's almost 10 o'clock, you know that? Bedtime for little boys and girls.
In other words,
So if it worked at 10 last night, it could have been broken. It couldn't have been broken at 6 p.m. Meaning it must have happened at 6 this morning. Broken wristwatch has been added to the truth bullet sections.
however,
And that's not all. Look at Taka's left hand. He appears to be gripping something. You're right, there's something white in there.
Makoto,
And you try to pry it out? Me?
because
Rigor Morris already said it, and boys are better suited for this kind of manual labor, right? Okay. As much as I didn't want to, I grasped Taka's cold hand. The ice cold hand was nearly enough to cause my heart to stop beating. Ever since ever, I was finally able to free the object from his tightened clasp. A piece of paper. Was that all he had in his hand? Yeah, that's it. There's a little scrap of paper. Doesn't seem like much of a clue, does it?
right?
I wonder about that. Kyoko then turned to Hifumi's body.
So then,
Let's check Hifumi's body now. Perhaps he left us a few clues of his own. Kiyotaka's scrap of paper has been added to the truth bullet section. This problem I have right now is how the killer was able to move this corpse from the nurses to the repository, all the way from the first floor to the third, and all without anyone noticing. I just can't seem to think it's possible. Further, it seems he died from a blow to the head. He was most likely using just a hammer that we found in the nurse's office, but we found his body in the nurse's office. His glasses were covered in blood. But now they're spotless. Does that mean someone wiped his glasses clean? But who would do that and why? I guess I have to talk to you again. So, did you find anything? I did, more than I expected, to be honest. Look at this. A wad of paper?
That's right.
Hifumi had it hidden on him. Hidden. He'd stuffed it in his pants, so I could only assume he'd hidden it on purpose, he said. In his pants? Wait, so
why
you...
is that?
It was just his pants, not like a sock or something. I don't understand what that means.
Hey.
Anyway, let's take a look at the paper. Go ahead and we'll go to open it up. When I think of how it was stuffed down his pants, it was like, it better be important, Hifumi, or I'll never forgive you for this. A note. I found a hole, maybe we could use it to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the equipment room at 6 a.m.
So,
That sounds very familiar. That's it. It's the same thing HIRO said. And he was telling the truth.
however,
Although it's not exactly the same, is it? Last night someone sent me a weird note on my door, and where's what it said? I found a hole, maybe he used it to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone about it. Let's meet at the rec room at 1 a.m. Time is different. HIRO told us that his note said to meet at 1 a.m. But the note to Fumi asked to meet at 6 a.m.
that right?
Hold on, just because Fumi had the note doesn't mean it was meant for him. Huh?
so,
Part of it has been torn off, right? I think there's likely some meaning there. There's some part of it being ripped. Huh, could you maybe explain it a little more? Think carefully.
Hey.
Why would he have been clutching that scrap of paper so tightly? I have no
So
idea.
then-
What if it wasn't just scrap of paper when he was holding it? What if it was something more important? And how would something important like that become a mere scrap of paper? That's what you need to answer. The note Hifumi had.
hey,
While we're at it, I should tell you one other thing. The two victims this time definitely had their e-handbooks on them. So the e-handbooks have nothing to do with how the murders were carried out. Not that there was any reason to think they were connected to the killings in the first place. So you're saying I don't have to think about the handbooks this time, right?
is that right?
If you didn't have to think about them at all, I wouldn't have to go out of my way to mention it. All I said was that they weren't used to help carry out the murders. There may come a point, however, where the handbook may play a role. A handbook may play a role? I don't think I understand, but if Kyoko thinks it's important, I better keep it in my mind. E-handbook has been added to the truth bullet section. Ding dong, bing bong. Oh geez, it's time.
Are you excited? Are you pumped? It's time for the class trial to begin! Like the bright burst of fireworks, like the flash of a soul clashing with life and death. And so, with no further ado, everyone please meet at the usual spot. Make your way to the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
See you soon, buddy.
It would seem.
It's unfortunate, but I suppose this is where our investigation comes to an end. You have to figure out the rest of yourself, and I come to the proper conclusion. Yeah, you're right.
Shall we go?
Well, we'd better get going. Okay. Oh, and yet again we end with the big red doors. Oh, geez, another class trial's coming. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's where we're gonna end it today. Another investigation in the books. Like I'm a little confused on this one. I'm pretty confident that Hifumi wasn't dead when we thought he was. He took one of the blood transfusions, plopped it over his head to make him look like he was dead. maybe he wrote the note to Taka and he grabbed it because it was evidence, but Taka grabbed a piece, so it wasn't meant for Hifumi, but rather written by Hifumi, and the handwriting matches the handwriting in the Robo Justice costume blueprints. So a lot of it looks like Hifumi was the mastermind. Not the mastermind, but like he did a lot of the legwork. But obviously then someone came and killed him afterwards, so I don't know. We're gonna have to see. I think it's maybe Celeste, but we're gonna have to see. So tune in next time. We got a Class Trial comic. Probably gonna be another 2-parter. They just keep getting longer and longer. But until then, I've been Wonder Bear, you've been you. Please like, comment, subscribe. We're on the road to a bajillion subscribers, so it would help if you did that. And I will see you next time. Bye.